I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. Rick Ross has been on a run. Yeah, he's going on every podcast that's willing to listen. You heard? Whether it's dissing Biggs, whether it's dissing 50 Cent. Yeah, Yayo, Uncle Murda. Hey, he got to find a way to sell them albums. And now he's going in on the man that he basically stole his whole identity? Oh, nah, this is getting nasty, y'all. Rick Ross has to be the most diabolicalest guy in hip-hop history. To steal a guy's whole identity, make millions, and then go on a podcast and go in on them? See, Rick Ross goes on a PBD podcast, right? That's Patrick Bet Davis. Shout out to him because he's basically pushing the issue on Rick Ross. Did you steal your image from Ricky Ross? Freeway Ricky Ross, that is? Let's talk about it.
This is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Oh, this is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Hey, this is Harlem legend, no cap. Harlem legend TV, we the realest on the screen. Breaking down the culture, keeping everything clean. Hip-hop stories raw, nothing in between. From the block to the world, we chasing a dream. I see the world through a lens so wide. Every hood story, every truth they hide. I'm the pulse of the block where the truth resides. Harlem legend TV, where the realness abides. Harlem legend TV, where the realness abides. Harlem legend TV, where the realness abides.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E-Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, welcome to Harlem Legend TV. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. We got to get right into this one, y'all, because this one is the most diabolical. You heard? Hey, Rick Ross has to be, the rapper Rick Ross has to be the most diabolical person in hip hop history. Yeah, because he's on a run right now. Whether it's dissing Biggs, whether it's dissing, hey, look, Rory Mal, whether it's dissing 50 Cent, Uncle Murda, Tony Yayo, he's trying to sell albums and books right now. Well, to be honest with all of y'all, now he comes out and he's dissing the real Freeway Ricky Ross. Yeah, he's throwing all kind of insults. Yeah, it's nasty, y'all. It's nasty out here. I ain't gonna lie. These are the people we made rich, right? So he goes on the PBD Podcast, right? Those of you that don't know, Patrick Bet Davis, right? He goes on the podcast. He's more on the conservative side, y'all. You understand what I'm saying to y'all? This guy's more on the conservative side. And he actually interviewed the real Freeway Ricky Ross at one time. You understand what I'm saying to y'all? He interviewed the real one. Well, look. The rapper Rick Ross, he gets a little shaken up whenever the real Freeway Ricky Ross name comes around because he starts throwing all kind of insults and it gets disgusting. This might be one of the worst interviews Rick Ross has ever put out as far as arrogance and disgust. It just discusses what he did. Pay attention.
A period of my life that I kept bringing people on because I wanted to find out who killed Tupac. So I brought on Freeway Rick Ross. I don't know what it was, probably 10 years ago. I did podcasts 2 times with him. And he came on and we spoke. And your name came up. And the lawsuit, he tried to sue you twice. I've never seen somebody try to sue somebody twice. That at the end, is it true that at the end of the lawsuit, he had to pay for your legal fees?
He wasted a lot of people's time. I hope he's coping with the crack addiction that he been dealing with this whole time. And I hope your listeners, I hope you didn't disappoint your listeners listening to that shit. I just hope, man, you gotta maintain a certain level of quality, and you've allowed it to dip
to
a few times.
Putting him on.
I mean, you should go and look at your ratings. Pull up the ratings.
Right.
See, so Rick Ross makes himself look very, very, very stupid here. I gotta be honest, he makes himself look ignorant. You heard? And yes, we do know, if you read the book, the Real Freeway Ricky Ross has had drug problems in the past. Yeah, Rick Ross tries to paint this picture on this man that he stole his whole goddamn image, from the bald head to the goddamn beard. He stole his whole image, and now you're on this podcast trying to make this man look crazy. Man, it gets worse, y'all, because Rick Ross makes himself look crazy right now. Because when you really break this down, the Real Freeway Ricky Ross did numbers. Yeah, he does good when he goes on People Podcast because they actually know who he is. Pay attention.
YouTube Rick Ross, Bet David. Let's see how he performed. I don't know actually how he performed, but let's look it up.
Let's look it up.
Type in Bet David and Rick Ross. Watch the cult guy come up first. 1.6 million.
The cult guy, you could...
No, but right there, that's Freeway Rick Ross was what, 6 years ago? Click on that. I think it performed pretty well. It did okay. 1.6 million.
1.6 million. I guarantee you the interview he's on right now with Rick Ross won't do 1.6 million. Yeah, Rick Ross has fell off bad, but let's let him talk himself to death.
You want to go to the comment section? Let's see what the audience said. So I'm trying to see, I'm giving you my last alley hoop, and I'm trying to see what you're going to do with this one.
It's not an alley hoop. This is...
If you don't respect everyone, then you're disrespecting yourself.
This is...
I feel like this man...
Informant / crackhead.
Rick Ross keeps calling this man a crackhead, an informant, and it shows you. It shows you, yo. Like, he gets rattled whenever the real Ricky Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross name is mentioned. He didn't stop there, y'all, because he gets even more disrespectful because, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Patrick Bet Davis, he's making sure he's asking the right question because he understands. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's done his homework. And he's now coming at Rick Ross and letting him know, come on, homie, ain't you gonna give some props? I'm throwing you an alley. Ain't you gonna give this man some props that you actually took his image? Yeah, everything from the bald head all the way through. This is nasty work all the way around. These are the guys that we made rich, y'all. Pay attention.
Reason why you named yourself what you named yourself, or not at all? Was there any influence there?
He's a crackhead. What are you talking about? Pull up crack. Pull up smoking crack. Freeway smoking crack. This is what you should be talking about on your...
Him smoking crack?
You let me down. You're disappointing me because where's the crack? Pull it up. I don't see it. Pull up the headlines.
You're saying now or back in the days? Because we know back in the days he had issues.
Well,
see, he's trying to spin the narrative into the now. Yeah, we know back in the days, if you read the book and you know the history, yeah, he had drug. He was moving a lot of it. The same fake image that you're trying to portray by rapping about it. This is nasty, y'all.
No, nothing. I'm asking to pull it up.
Yeah.
Where's the facts? We talking facts. When he sued me, he had to admit the facts about him being an informant, cooperating with this and that.
We know that. We talked about that. That's not something that we don't know.
Why you're not? That's what people.
Oh, that was the conversation. No, and that's why the interview did well, because we specifically talked about that. He had a big role in
You
that.
ain't mentioning it to me.
Oh, no. The question I asked
that he was abusing crack,
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Ain't no big
came and
win.
lied to you and told you he made $3 million a day, and he never did he ever show you a home?
No.
Did he ever show you a home?
He said he owned
Did he
a
show
few
you his
buildings.
car collection?
No.
The man did so much time in prison. This is nasty, y'all. And this is a man that stole this man's whole identity, name, everything, and took it to the rap game and made millions off it. You would think he would want to look out for the OG. Wow.
Did he show you his watch collection? What the $3 million a day, where was it going to? Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean,
thank you.
it's-
Thank you. Thank you. This
Yes.
PBD, your listeners deserve better.
These are the guys that we made rich, y'all. I got to be honest with y'all. We've made Rick Ross feel so comfortable to the point where, like, there's no turning back. He can say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants, unless he does it to the higher ups. See, he answers to somebody too, y'all. Let's not get it twisted. But yo, shout out to Patrick Bet Davis because he continues to push. I like that. I like somebody that continues to push because they know when they're dealing with a fraud. Let's call it what it is. Rick Ross is disgusting. This is disgusting right here. You would think he would just recognize an OG. You heard? Yeah, he had his troubles back in the days. You heard? But Patrick Bet Davis doesn't stop there, y'all, because he pushes on. Pay attention.
Did he at all inspire the name, though? That's the only question.
I thought I've answered that 3 times.
I don't think you did. I think you went to crack, and I know he had the crack issue.
Why would
He
a crackhead
introduced it to a lot of young kids, and it was a bad thing?
Why would a crackhead inspire the boss Rick Ross to want to be the informant? That's not. No, that's why the lawsuit failed.
So the
bro.
two of you guys have never spoken one-on-one.
This is the wild part, y'all. He's never spoken to the man that he took his whole name, his whole image, and he's never spoke. This is the most diabolical
Brother.
thing in the world.
You lowering the standards of the interview now. We can't focus on crack.
If I ran a poll,
We can't focus on crack. I have a car show coming out that's so huge. My dentist, shout out to Dr. Mario Montoya. You know, there's people out here that Freeway Rick Ross, he could have used a teeth cleaning. Did you offer him a teeth cleaner?
I should have.
Heavy plaque.
You think so?
Oh man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And
But you guys never met,
I got a dentist office. We actually was during a lawsuit. Yeah, he reached out to shake my hand, and I didn't shake his hand. He said it in an interview.
He said he called you in 2008, and he said sometime you guys
He never called me.
He said, and you offered to help him or something like that.
Let's stop. Big cap. If I offered to help him, why would he sue and not get nothing? Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. It's not even realistic. He filed a lawsuit basing some shit on some shit that wasn't even real. But when you cooperate your whole life, that's all you know. We kicked him to sleep and we moved on about our business.
This is nasty work all the way around the board, y'all. I got to keep it all the way tall, man. And to really break this down into pieces, man, these are the people we made rich, man. Knowing he was taking somebody's whole full image. We knew that when Rick Ross blew up. So we can't sit here as the people and not understand that this is like disgusting. This is one of the worst things you heard to happen to somebody's just well-being. Because the real Freeway Ricky Ross, he doesn't have a person anymore because Rick Ross took his name, everything. You heard, like, I don't know how that's supposed to even, like, how is this next guy supposed to even make a living? Yeah, how's he supposed to make a living knowing Rick Ross took his name? Like, yes, he does podcasts. He's been moving around, but he doesn't have the millions that Rick Ross. And yes, he's an incredible rapper. I think he's a dope rapper. And it just, you know, I just wish Rick Ross would have handled this a little better to me. To me, I just feel like they're better together. You heard, whether he's your inspiration or not. You understand? And to my understanding, Rick Ross, you were a CEO. You were locking guys in gates. I'm going to say that again. To my understanding, Rick Ross, you was a CEO. Yes, the real Freeway Ricky Ross told on police. To my understanding, he told on the police that was working within his organization. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong about that. But from the bald head to the beard, you can't confuse none of this. Yeah, I got to call it what it is. You can't confuse none of this because everyone knows where you got your whole image from and took it to the rap game. Yes, you did. But at the end of the day, pay homage, man, because this has got to be one of the worst interviews that Rick Ross has ever put out. And I believe his image is really being tarnished. And a lot of people real soon are not going to support what Rick Ross has going on. You heard? He has no remorse, y'all. And me personally, I'm not here to support anything he has going on. You heard? He's beyond rich, huh? This guy's beyond rich. Oh, man. But hey, who am I? Look, I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Make sure y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Is Rick Ross out of pocket? Knowing he took this man's whole image, everything about this man, you took it and made it into musical form and blew up and made millions, and now you won't even show love? Yo, it's your boy E-O-U, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live, man. This is sick. Salute.
Did he at all inspire the name, though? That's the only question.
I thought I've answered that 3 times.
I don't think you did. I think you went to crack, and I know he had the crack issue.
Why would a crackhead
introduce it to a lot of young kids, and it was a bad thing?
Why would a crackhead inspire the boss Rick Ross to want to be the informant? That's not. No, that's why the lawsuit failed.
So the two of you guys have never spoken one-on-one,
brother. You lowering the standards of the interview now. We can't focus on crack.
If I ran a poll.
We can't focus on crack. I have a car show coming out that's so huge. My dentist, shout out to Dr. Mario Montoya.